Hey YouTube people, I thought I'd just do a really quick video on the charging curve of the Surface Duo, just to kind of see what you can expect. Now I have this chart here that you can see, and the yellow line is the watts that the charger is putting into the phone. I'm using the stock USB charger with a meter that I have that plugs in. So this represents, the orange line represents watts, and the blue line represents the voltage that the current is entering the phone at. And then the gray line is the percentage of fullness that it's at. So you can see that when it very first starts charging, and I basically drain my phone down to 1% and then let it charge up. And you can see it starts off pretty strong at 17 watts or so. At the beginning, one thing that's kind of strange about the Surface Duo is even if you shut the phone down, I shut it down and let it turn off when it was completely empty of battery. When you plug it in, it will turn itself back on when you charge it, no matter what you do, which was kind of weird. You can't just charge it while it's off. So that's a little different compared to some Samsung phones that I've used. But you can see for the first half hour, it really does pull 17 watts from their 18 watt charger. Pretty consistent there. And within half an hour, you get roughly, see if I can get that about 45% of your battery in those first 30 minutes. And then it drops down to kind of a 12 to 13 watt mode, which within 1 hour gets it up to roughly 80% battery. So within an hour, you can be pretty close to a full battery. And then it takes a whole nother hour to go from 80% to 100%. So that you can see the charge rate just kind of tapers off from there, which is this is a pretty standard charging curve for lithium ion batteries. And it may look like if you compare it to something like the Note 20 Ultra, that thing gets to 100% in about 66 minutes, where this within about 66 minutes it still charges to roughly 83%, 83 to 85% in that same time frame. So it's not a huge difference from that, other than it does take quite a bit longer to get to 100%, but who knows what software algorithms Samsung is putting on top of this. The other thing is the last 30 minutes of this charge is literally it going from 95% to 100%. So it's a 2 hour charge time to reach 100% from completely empty, but you can really get through this point of the charging curve. You can actually get pretty far. And then one thing I noticed was then I went and used this USB-C charger that I have, and I thought, wow, this really charged it pretty quick. I put it on, it was at about 35%, and took a shower, and then I thought, well, maybe this USB-C charger, other than the stock charger, is actually charging this faster, and it is true, but only to a point. Let me switch over to my test 3. And if we compare this, here's the stock charger. You can see you kind of get these clean curves right here. The USB-C charger actually charged it a little bit quicker, but was not nearly as consistent. So you can see it actually peaked out close to a full 18 watts on here. It actually got to, within the first half hour, we're looking at, oh, come on, give me the pop-up. I don't know why it does that. So roughly the same charging curve, but it did complete its charge. You've got 155 at the end of here versus 158. So really no difference, but the consistency of the charge just looked a little bit different. Oh, another thing to note is that last part of the charging curve does taper off right at, what is this, right around 90%, it will drop down from 9 volts to the 5-volt standard charging at that point. So that's fairly standard and common too. But anyways, this is the Surface Duo charging curve, for those of you who are wondering. But you know, in 20 minutes, how much can we get in 20 minutes? Looks like you can get to 30% in 20 minutes, and within 30 minutes you can get to 50%, and within an hour you can get to 80%. So pretty standard stuff, but anyways, hopefully this was useful to someone. I just really like this stuff, so we'll see you next time. Bye.